Time finishing is back, and I'm breaking down exactly how you can time finish every single shot in the AFC 25.
Ring time, no look, finesse.
First up, what is time finishing? Time finishing is essentially a finishing technique where you are pressing or holding down the shoot button and then subsequently tapping the shoot button again as the player rises his foot up and then connects with the ball. So essentially what it will do is increase the likelihood that your shot will convert into the back of the net. Now, when timing the shot, if you tap the shoot button too early with the player connecting with the ball, the shot will be red. If you do it just slightly before he connects with the ball, it will be a yellow time shot. But if you time the shot perfectly by tapping the shoot button just as the player connects his foot with the football, then it will be a green timed shot onto goal. And lastly, if it's wide above the player's indicator, this means the shot was late in the connection with your second tap of the shoot button and it had no adverse effect on the shot at all. But in terms of perfecting this shot technique, which does take time every year simply because the mechanics have changed and each and every year is different, meaning the time that the player's foot takes to connect with the ball may be a little bit different. And I can guarantee every pro knows that as they go into a new year, they need to adapt their timed finishing with their hand-eye coordination and their thumb reflexes. Now, how do you actually master time finishing? Well, I want to add a slight disclaimer. With this, it's not a technique that you can essentially consciously think, okay, I'm shooting and then I'm tapping the shoot button subsequently again for the second time, because it's too quick. We cannot mentally focus on the actual movement of the player's foot, nor can we mentally keep up with our hand-eye coordination. However, what we can do is make it second nature, and that is how you master time finishing. My recommendation is you need to go into kickoff and put yourself in a variety of situations, whether that's headers, volleys, first time shots, regular shots, maybe shots off the back of a speed boost, whatever it may be. You need to continuously time the shots until your muscle reflexes and hand-eye coordination becomes second nature with timing shots in the AFC 25. It is so important that you repeatedly practice this to develop muscle memory and make timing shots second nature to your attack. Lastly, I want to talk about timing shots with different players. You see, many players have different running strides, and as we know, EA brought in lengthy with some of the running styles last year, and as well as the agile running styles that they brought in FIFA 23 as well as FC 24. And what I will say is lengthier players in comparison to agile players may have a slight difference in terms of timing the shot. So if you're using someone like Haaland and you go to time that shot, it may take a slight bit more time for his foot to connect with the ball the second time as you tap the shot button for the second time. But if you're using, let's say, someone like Messi, his strides are a lot more quicker and his shot off the back of pressing shoot is a little bit quicker, meaning you're gonna have to press the shoot button quicker, and you need to take these running strides and styles into consideration when timing shots, and that comes from consciously recognizing how your players play and learning how they run. So again, time finishing without pressing shoot and connecting with the ball for the second time. You then want to take into consideration making this second nature, and that comes from practicing in modes like kickoff and putting yourself in multiple situations. But you also need to take into consideration all of the running styles and different players you're using, because this will determine how long it will take the player to connect with the ball. Now, I am coaching one-on-one for FC 25. You can learn from the best, and that's Pro, who's teaching many people right now to get them into the elite division very early on in FC 25. So check that out. The link is down below, and there's many more tutorials on the channel. So if you enjoyed this video, you may just enjoy this one here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And lastly, if you do want any pre-gaming fuel or supplement, then head over to atpscience.com, which is the first link in the description, and use the code DylanEtsATP at checkout to get yourself a discount. Not only is it the cheapest way to get supplements, but it helps me out a ton, guys, so thank you.